से थोड़ा
Okay. Namaste. Good afternoon to all. On behalf of University Grants Commission, New Delhi, I extend a warm welcome to all the esteemed Vice Chancellors, faculty members, my dear students, staff from higher educational institutions across the country, and my colleagues from UGC who have joined online for today's Chetna series lecture on Yoga for Health. I welcome all of you in this lecture series. I am Professor Deepak Kumar Srivastava, the Vice Chairman of University Grants Commission. This Chetna lecture series is a maybe you can say a signature event and program of University Grants Commission, and it is live streamed on all the social media platforms of University Grants Commission as well as on YouTube. Friends, we are honored to have among us Dr. N. Satya Lakshmi, Director, National Institute of Naturopathy, Pune, who is our expert speaker for today's Chetna lecture series. Her career spans over 30 years with portfolios as a clinician, a medical researcher, and an administrator officer in various naturopathy and yoga institutes across the country. She has extensive experience in medical education, research, and public health advocacy with a focus on integrative and natural medicine. She will be addressing on the topic, quote, what is health, components of health, yogic dimension of health, history of yoga, forms of yoga, and benefits of yoga, unquote. Friends, the International Yoga Day for this year 2025 marks the 11th edition of the global celebration, and it comes with a deeply relevant and timely theme, quote, Yoga for One Earth, One Health, unquote, announced by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji during his Man Ki Baat address on March 30, 2025. The theme aligns yoga practice with the global movements towards sustainability, holistic wellness, and collective healing. The celebration features 10 signature events, including the flagship event, Yoga Sangam, showcasing mass yoga demonstration at 1 lakh locations across India. UGC has taken various initiatives to prepare and execute plan for promotion and development of yoga in higher education institutions. This International Day of Yoga 2025, like Yoga Unplugged, Yoga Mahakumbh, Yoga Prabhava, and IDY diaries, videos of Honorable Prime Minister daily on social media post. I'm glad to share that it has reached more than 1.5 lakh viewership as of now, and it is increasing. Let us become ambassadors of wellness and wisdom through yoga. Let us build a strong body, a calm mind, and a ready for the journey to Viksit Bharat. I warmly welcome Dr. Satya Lakshmi ji, who would be giving a discourse on yoga for health for about 35 minutes, which will be followed by a small question and answer session, and also the best practices from the attendees to be at. This will be coordinated by our e-governance team at UGC. Now I request Dr. Satya Lakshmi ji to give her talk on the theme. Thank you very much. Dr. Satya Lakshmi ji, please unmute yourself and deliver your talk. Thank you.
Namaste for that very interesting introduction, Dr. Deepak Srivastava ji. And at the outset, I heartily congratulate UGC for taking up this kind of series of events, promoting yoga and promoting wellness through awareness, taking up through their UGC-CHETNA series. So IDY International Day of Yoga, so far we have celebrated 10 such events and we are heading to celebrate the 11th one. So since India has the whole proprietary on yoga, I think we have every reason to take pride in that. And world over, there was an immense interest and curiosity as to what was actually helping yoga. I'm sorry for that. So what is actually giving the benefits by practicing yoga is what triggered a lot of research in yoga. That's when earlier yoga, which was meant for sannyasis or the people who are in the spiritual line, has become an ordinary tool for people to utilize for health purposes. So this required a huge uh, collection of data or information and also scientific inputs, research, and this happened world over and also in India. In India, it started in 1923, precisely in Kaivalya Dhama, an institute located near Pune, Lonavala. And here, Kuvalayanandaji Swami underwent himself as a subject and allowed himself to be studied. So how a person can withhold breath for more than 3 minutes, how a person can go into Himalayas where under freezing cold at minus 30 to 60 degrees, people can perspire. And this kind of feats were no longer seen as feats, but then how the physiology is helping them do this, what kind of practices made them do these feats, was the curiosity which led to a lot of research. And with that research backup, now we in India, the naturopathy community and Ayurveda community and many other even allopathy hospitals, yoga is being used as a therapeutic tool. And in general public, they are using it as a preventive healthcare measure. So in order to understand the therapeutic benefits and the preventive healthcare benefits of yoga, we must understand, first of all, what is health as such. Slide, please. Go ahead. Yeah. The World Health Organization has defined health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. This definition, established in 1948, emphasizes a holistic view of health that goes beyond simply being free from illness, encompassing overall well-being in multiple dimensions. Here, I would like to uh, remind that absence of disease is not health. Then what is health? This is where the well-being concept has come about in a big way. And so we can say that I have no health problem, but I may not be healthy. How that should be understood. So for that, there are some certain simple components wherein if we go through that, we will understand. So let us try to see what are the components of health. The components of health includes the physical health, the mental health, the social health, and the spiritual health. The physical health may involve just about, our ability to do things without any stress or strain. And the mental health is able to deal with people around without any problem. Then the social health also more or less includes the same thing, wherein our dealing with day-to-day activities, and particularly when we deal with others, whether we are cool and composed while dealing with others, is an essential component of social health. Then spiritual health uh, is mostly seen as, a kind of overall understanding of human life and its vulnerability, and seeing everything equal. And when we see everything equal, there is a seamless understanding, a seamless uh, uh, seeing everybody as divine, potentially divine. Hence, there is no friction. So, that is the ultimate spiritual health which yoga talks about, which we will come about later. So, health is important for many reasons. It is essential for our physical, mental well being, and it can also affect our productivity, relationships, overall quality of life. Health plays a very crucial role in everyday life for several reasons. So, first of all, physical well being, mental and emotional well being, productivity and performance, relationships and social interactions, longevity and quality of life, prevention of diseases and healthcare costs, emotional and social well being. These are some of the benefits that we can think of when we consider the health, what health can offer us. So these are the things. So it can provide us better relationship scopes, longevity and quality of life. It can also help us in preventing many diseases, and so on and so forth. So, what does yoga mean as such? If we want to try and then see how yoga can help achieve these things, and we must understand what is the basic aspects of yoga, and then what kind of research has taken up in the meanwhile. So, yoga means the very word yuj means yoke or to join. What is to join? It is to join the mind and the body. So again, the understanding of mind and body and the spirit are too complex to dwell in half an hour program. But however, what we understand in our uh, common and parlance is mind means the way we think, the way we act, the way we behave, and all that. And body means physical body, the matter that we possess. And the spirit is beyond description here. So let us focus more with regard to mind and body here. So yoga for health aims to bring balance between body physically, mentally, and emotionally. So by connecting ourselves through breath, we can bring our bodies from state of dis-ease to a place of health and beyond. So here I would like to give this concept of Panchakosha theory. This Panchakosha theory is mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad, wherein our physical body is considered as Annamaya Kosha. And this Annamaya Kosha is supplied by Pranamaya Kosha. Prana means here we can consider this as breath. Then this Pranamaya Kosha is further served by Manomaya Kosha, which is a third layer. This Manomaya Kosha is further connected with Vijnanamaya kosha, the kosha that has the ability to discriminate what to be allowed to our mind, and from that mind what the whatever thinking, whether we think positive or negative, and that will have a say on our prana. And when prana gets vitiated depending on what is fed to the prana, and prana will manifest in the annamaya kosha. So this is the layers of panchakoshas, and the ultimate thing is beyond vijnanamaya kosha is anandamaya kosha, a blissful state of mind. In order to achieve all that and to give a yogic prescription, what we do is we work through breath. In order to work on physical body, we work through breath, pranayama, and asanas. Again, which we know when we think about yoga, we usually think of asanas and pranayama, but then there are other various steps which we will understand now. So yoga is an ancient practice that originated in India, combining physical postures, asanas, breath control, pranayama, and meditation. It aims to harmonize the body, mind, and spirit, promoting physical flexibility, providing strength and mental clarity and emotional balance. So globally, it embraced a multifaceted benefits. Yoga is a pathway to inner peace and well-being. It is well appreciated now world over. The great ancient and the principal text of yoga, we have many, and it all started with Patanjali Yoga Sutras, the Ashtanga Yoga Sutras, and beyond Ashtanga Yoga Sutras also, the texts that are considered for discussion is Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which talks about asanas and their benefits. And most of the Western world is excited more with Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Then the Gherenda Samhita is another treatise which deals mostly with asanas and its practices. Then Shiva Samhita, it focuses more on pranayama and asanas. Then Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. This is the Ashtanga Yoga, which we popularly known as the 8 limbs of yoga, which we will go through. Then Bhagavad Gita for spiritual yoga practices. Bhagavad Gita is taken as another yoga text by many yoga schools. Yeah. Next slide, please. Then the most popular Patanjali Yoga Sutras, which is also known as classical yoga period. And before that is known as pre-classical yoga. After Patanjali, it is known as post-classical yoga period. And according to Patanjali, we have 8 steps to attain samadhi. Samadhi is the ultimate goal. That is the to reach Anandamaya state or blissful state is uh, the purpose of yoga. For that, there are 8 steps. So first step is yama. Yama is meant for social restraints. There are ethical values that are required to be observed by individual. Ahimsa, Satya, Astheya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. These are some of the yamas that are meant to be practiced by all, and that needs to be that is the first step. People think that when they're doing yoga they can straight away go for asanas, but then no, you have to practice ahimsa also, you have to practice satya also, you have to practice brahmacharya. Brahmacharya here means restraint, exercising control. Control is the word for brahmacharya. Aparigraha, not to steal or not to take things that are not due to you. This kind of practices are very much needed. Similarly, niyama. Niyamas are personal observances for purity, tolerance, and study. And then comes asanas. And asana, according to Patanjali, is Sthiram Sukham Asana. The posture that gives you steadiness and also comfort, that is asana. Then comes pranayama. Pranayama is, the very word signifies that prana means life, life force, and it expands. Life force expands, and life itself expands. So pranayama has the benefits of that. Prana ayama. Then pratyahara. It is the, now after becoming strong physically and mentally and socially, ethically, now you should, this should not drive you with that kind of egoistic behavior. It should in fact make you much more humble and subtle. And this requires pratyahara. You have to involute, take all your senses inside, turn them inside, and then start looking into you. So this is withdrawal of senses. Then that takes you to concentration, that is dharana, then dhyana, meditation, and that will lead to samadhi. So these are the eightfold path of uh, samadhi given by sage Patanjali, and lot of yoga schools follow classical yoga, that is Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So in this current era, the most widely practiced yoga techniques include Shatkarmas, that is cleansing techniques, and asanas. The cleansing techniques, you may know, it's more like vasti, basti, and taking water through one nostril and bringing out through another, and then taking water into the through mouth and then putting it out, and then taking water through rectum and then putting it out. And there are so many ways of, and even Kapalbhati is seen as one of the cleansing practices. So these are all to keep yourself clean. Then comes the asanas, which are physical postures. Then pranayama, the breathing techniques. Then the mudras. So you have certain mudras, and by mudras and gestures, you connect the currents, the pranic channels that are there in the body through the mudras. So that is altogether a different science yoga books talk about. Then bandhas, these are energy locks. So you hold on to certain um, orifices, so openings. By closing those orifices, you get certain powers, energies. Then the dharana, dhyana, samadhi, these kind of practices also are taught in some of the uh, good yoga schools. And then relaxation techniques are also very popular. And particularly this Bihar School of Yoga, they have championed promoting Yoga Nidra, one very important relaxation technique. And these are the practices from the foundation of modern yoga routines and supporting physical health, mental clarity, and emotional balance. They provide the following benefits. According to the scientific literature, reviews, and consistent practice of traditional yoga postures and breathing techniques and meditation, that can provide the following benefits because of the physiological changes that they promise to bring in. So it is as simple as you do this, you will have these physiological changes. So based on that, it brings about stable autonomic nervous system. That means it brings about equilibrium. Then the pulse rate slows down and respiratory rate decreases. Blood pressure also decreases. EEG, the electroencephalogram, which will check the brain wave pattern, that shows that alpha wave increases. And similarly, the theta, delta, and then beta waves also increase during various stages of meditation. Then the EMG activity, you can just pull it up. Activity also decreases. That means our muscle responses, uh, and the skin responses also decreases in the sense that they become acutely aware. Then cardiovascular efficiency increases, respiratory volume and vital capacity increases, gastrointestinal function normalizes, endocrine function normalizes, excretory functions improve, skeletal-muscular flexibility and joint range of motion improves, the posture improves, strength and resilience increases, endurance increases, energy levels increase, weight normalizes, sleep improves, immune function normalizes, and pain decreases. So, this many benefits are now studied, and I mean, they studied in the sense through scientific research validated. So, these are the immediate benefits. And there are numerous styles of yoga world over right now present, each offering unique approach and benefits. Each one claims that you come to us, we can show you these benefits. So some such very popular yoga practices are Vinyasa yoga, which is characterized by fluid movements. They do very gentle flow of movements, linking breath with continuous sequence of poses. It is often fast-paced, athletic, and suitable for those who enjoy dynamic activity and variety in their practice. Then Hatha Yoga, an umbrella of term for physical yoga practice. Hatha. Ha means uh, sun and moon. I mean, you simultaneously bring the opposites into your system. So it focuses on basic postures and breathing techniques, brings a lot of vigor into the system. The classes are typically, it starts very slow, but then it will be very, very vigorous. And the beginners can start with Hatha Yoga. Then Iyengar Yoga. And BKS Iyengar, who championed the cause of yoga, and he worked with a lot of these orthopedic surgeons and doctors, and brought in certain tools into practice of yoga. In order to achieve perfect posture, he emphasized using certain props, blocks, pillows, even pulleys, straps, all sorts of things, so that you attain perfect posture. So this is again suitable for people who believe in perfection, and people from all over the world practice Iyengar yoga. Next slide, please. Then Kundalini yoga. This is more to do with spiritual yoga, wherein they talk about mostly on uh, the Kundalini. There are chakras that are imaginary uh, power centers in the spine, or the so this is again based on breath work and physical postures and chanting or meditation. You awaken spiritual energy. So this is again very intense and requires long practice. There are many schools which are championing Kundalini yoga. Then Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga yoga, this is very traditional yoga practice, and some schools which talk about Ashtanga yoga, they start with all 8 steps, and the student is expected to practice all 8 steps. Then Bikram yoga. Bikram yoga became very popular in the US, wherein a room is heated to suit the Indian Calcutta conditions. That too. In India, we have different climatic zones, but Calcutta is a little humid, sultry, hot. So he created such kind of classrooms in America, and started teaching people, so that when they do these 26 postures with breathing, then they start perspiring, and that will bring in flexibility and also provides detoxification. So this is again very popular. Then yin yoga. This is a slow-paced practice where poses are held for several minutes and targeting deep connective tissue and promoting relaxation and ensuring flexibility. This is beneficial for recovery. Those seeking stillness, they practice yin yoga. Then restorative yoga. This focuses on deep relaxation using props and pillows for support and restful poses. And this also focus on stress relief and healing. Next. So we know that life begins with first breath and ends with last, but it is how we breathe in between that greatly impacts how well we live this life. This is mentioned by one Buddhist monk, Nancy Z, and the art of breathing is the essence of life. So, uh, so much so that with every emotion, our breath changes. So the change in breath means change in our matter. That is Annamaya Kosa, as already mentioned. So yoga is an antidote for stress and a potentially powerful complement to live a healthy and balanced life. So the crux of yoga is knowing yoga is of no big, uh, uh, what I would say, benefit. Doing yoga is good. So practice yoga. The essence of yoga is in practicing. Knowing is not the end of the story. So please practice. And common yoga protocol, the set of asanas and pranayama and meditation that is given by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, is it will allow anybody to, even novice can start doing yoga. So that's why this yoga day we join hands and uh, come to places where common yoga protocol is demonstrated so that people can understand the benefits of yoga and then practice on a regular basis. Thank you very much, and I
Yes,
think
yes.
I can stop
Thank
here.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Satya Lakshmi ji. It was very, very, enlightened discourse on yoga. Before I move on to the next part of the question and answer, or the may I ask one question that do you have? Can you share one or two, because you have 30 years experience? Could you please share one or two maybe best practices which has where you have transformed with your these yoga intervention? Uh, some of the difficult maybe people who were difficult to manage, if there are. And I must congratulate you. You are now sitting at a place, Leh, which is uh, which is actually a divine place for yoga. So maybe I must congratulate you. So do you have a few examples which can tell us that yoga is the best method for making our life better, our thinking better, our all these four aspects that you have mentioned: physical, mental, social, psychological, social and psychological, and spiritual. So how yoga facilitates that?
Yes. Huh. Yes, right now I am in Leh on account of again IDY, this Mahabodhi International Meditation Center. They are organizing multiple programs. So on account of that, I am invited here. So we were doing yoga on topmost point of India, and uh, then when it comes to the question whether what kind of yoga can bring us the benefits of all four, um, so yoga is a way of life. We cannot think that it is just doing a few asanas and pranayama. That is a symbolic way of looking at yoga. Of course, doing asanas and pranayama will certainly bring at physical level lot of changes. Your breath improves, your ability to breathe improves, because most of the time we breathe at a shallow level. And say, for example, every time we breathe in 500 ml air, and out of it, almost 150 ml will remain in the anatomical it doesn't even reach the alveoli where the gases exchange takes place. And within that, again, 20% will go to brain alone, which is only 1.5 kgs of our body. The rest will go to the body. So we need to breathe in more efficiently, and the shallow breathing will make us little more alert, little more uh, uh, shallow breathing will make us little more dull. I mean, our tamasic component will increase. If you start breathing efficiently, and you will become more active, and once you become more active and physically more mobile, and I think at one level, physical level, we have already achieved some level of efficiency. Once you do that, then I think the other aspects of uh, meditation or dhyana, because they have definitely shown much more benefits. So far we have not understood, and we were only thinking that at least the scientific community was ticking it off. But now it's not so. Anybody who practices meditation, even that has become like a capsule. So what kind of meditation, what kind of benefits you can get to that level, it has gone now. So a lot of studies have been done. And with regard to diseases, for diseases, starting from um, all these non-communicable diseases, that is obesity, all skeletal-muscular problems, and diabetes, hypertension, whether you use medicines or not, you still need to incorporate some amount of yoga into your routine. That will immensely help get rid of complications later or risk factors later. So one is you can prevent, you can avoid altogether all these diseases. And later, even if you get also, you can manage it very well with yoga. And sometimes you can even reverse, which is also happening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, I will request our e-governance team to take on some questions. And I request all the attendees to raise your electronic hand, and the e-governance team will unmute you, and we'll take questions selectively because time, we have around 20 minutes time. So we'll take up a few questions which Dr. Satya Lakshmi ji would answer. However, some other questions which are not possible to take up today, we'll pass it on to Dr. Satya Lakshmi ji through email, and she will be responding to that. So may I request the e-governance team of UGC to unmute one by one those who have raised their electronic hands. Please unmute. And announce the name also, so that they are aware.
Rajiv.
Hello.
Amita Adhikari.
Yes, please.
हाँ सर, ये मैं पूछना चाह रहा था, ये योगा का हमारे जो इंडिया में ऐसा कोई सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कोई मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष की तरफ से कोई जो कोर्सेज वगैरह होते हैं, या जो रजिस्टर्ड योगा अलायंस करके कई सारे कोर्सेज रन होते हैं इंडिया में सर, तो ऐसा कोई वहाँ पे हम ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, या कोई सर्टिफिकेशन वगैरह मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष की तरफ से हो?
बताएंगे मैम, बताएंगे प्लीज.
Yes. Yes, sir. There are three major institutes under Ministry of Ayush which are working towards yoga. One is MDNIY, that is Moraji Desai National Institute of Yoga and Naturopathy, Yoga. And there is another Central Council also, Central Council for Research in Yoga and Naturopathy. These two are located in Delhi. And National Institute of Naturopathy, Pune, also takes up yoga courses, and MDNIY looks after this yoga certification. So, certificates issued by all three institutes are valid across the country and outside also. Yes.
मैम एक्चुअली में क्या है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष का और जो आपका योगा सर्टिफिकेशन बोर्ड का है, उसमें मैंने कई सारे सर्चिंग की थी, रिसर्च भी किया था उसमें कई सारे कोर्सेज के बारे में। तो मैम इसमें क्या, जैसे आपका निन जो पुणे में है, नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ नेचुरोपैथी, उसमें भी मैंने किया था। तो स्किल्स में कोई एक आपका योगा का प्रोग्राम कराते हैं स्किल डेवलपमेंट में?
यस यस।
और मैम उसमें क्या, जब अगर कोई बाहर से बंदा आना चाहता है, किसी अदर स्टेट से आकर के वहाँ रह करके बोर्डिंग लॉजिंग करके आपको योगा कोई ज्वाइन करना चाहता है, ऐसा कोई वहाँ फैसिलिटी वगैरह अवेलेबल नहीं है मैम?
है सर, अभी है, पहले नहीं था, अभी है। आप आ सकते और कोर्स कर सकते।
और मैम ये डिफरेंशिएशन, हेलो, हाँ मैम, डिफरेंशिएशन बिटवीन ये पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा इन योगा एंड डिप्लोमा इन योगिक साइंसेज एंड सर्टिफिकेट इन योगा साइंसेज में मैम क्या कहते हैं, कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी को डिप्लोमा को ही वो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा करती है मैम, और मास्टर्स इन योगा, MA इन योगा।
See, all these courses that we are talking about is meant only to teach yoga and to practice yoga. And this is, you cannot use this to treat people. And to treat people, you require medical certification. So that is possible only for BNYS, Bachelor in Naturopathy.
Ma'am, I am belongs to healthcare professional physiotherapist, so I can join this program, and I want to join a teacher yoga instructor courses or yoga teacher evaluator courses, ma'am.
Correct. They are there.
But ma'am, there are no search, no help or guidance.
Rajiv ji, thank you very much.
Please write to us. We will write.
Yes, sir.
You can write to ma'am. We'll share her email ID and she will respond selectively.
Please share.
और लोगों को अनम्यूट करिएगा, e-governance team, please.
डॉक्टर रत्नाकर मोहपात्रा।
हाँ, प्लीज। हेलो, क्वेश्चन कीजिए। हेलो, अनम्यूट करिए। हाँ मैडम, आप क्वेश्चन तो कीजिए।
अमिता अधिकारी।
अमिता अधिकारी।
अर्चना जी।
जी साई राम।
Good afternoon to everyone.
Please go ahead.
Good afternoon everyone.
Yes,
Are you
आप
audible
बोलिए।
me?
Yes, you are audible. Please.
सर, मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ कि हमारी जो सर्टिफिकेट कोर्सेज हैं योगा के और डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज हैं सर, इनमें मोस्टली पेपर तो सारे एक से होते हैं सर, बस खाली थोड़ा वॉक थ्रू होता है। तो मेरा कहने का मतलब ये कि सर्टिफिकेट और डिप्लोमा, तो डिप्लोमा में थोड़ा सर कोई हाई लेवल्स के पेपर्स थोड़े हों, रिहेबिलिटेशंस, थेरेपीज हों।
Yes, ma'am. Quickly, बहुत short answer because this forum may not be,
मेरा
may
एक
not
ही
be
क्वेश्चन
able
था,
to.
इसका आंसर दे दीजिए सर बस।
जी, वो दे पाएंगे तो देंगे।
There is yoga therapy therapist course is there. In that it will be taught, and not only that, yoga injury also will be taught. So by not proper instruction, how it can even damage also will be taught. Yes, such courses are there. NIN also offers such course.
Okay, अमिता अधिकारी जी को करिएगा अनम्यूट। हाँ, अमिता अधिकारी जी।
यस सर,
प्लीज। हाँ, क्वेश्चन पूछिए अपना।
सर अभी पूछा था मैंने।
अच्छा, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट EFL को करिए, अनम्यूट करिए।
जी साई राम।
हाँ, आप अनम्यूट कर। Yes, please.
V. Sai Ram. Then we have sir AKS University Satna.
Please unmute करिए.
Professor Chopade from AKS University. Shri Satya Sai University for Human Excellence.
Sarah, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट देखिए अभी अगर जब तक वो नहीं आ रहे हैं.
Satya Sai University for Human Excellence.
Yes, I'm on. Mute
Yeah.
is not possible.
Mute.
Unmute. Yeah. Sarah, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all.
Thank you.
Oh, it is muted. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
बताइए.
Please ask your question.
Ma'am, one thing, as a research, as a yoga, how can all the universities can come together and participate in research activities? How these research activities will prove will be benefit yoga for this individual life and social life as well as professional life? That please.
See, research has to be very, very precise. We cannot bring in too many things in one go, but each has to be taken separately. And we have to strictly follow the methods of rigorous protocols. So CCRY and Central Council for Research in Yoga and
Questions?
Naturopathy, they look after the yoga research part of it. And NIN also takes up research. And we also offer research methodology fellowship program for medical professionals. And so one can register and get trained and then publish papers. And then, yeah, that is how it goes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Please unmute next speaker. Please call the names. This AKS, who is this AKS?
Sir, Professor Chopade is the Vice Chancellor. The name had come there. AKS University.
Please. Yes. Unmute कीजिए.
Dr. Prasant Kumar is there, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Sir, good evening. Actually, I am from KIT University, Bhubaneswar. My question is very precise regarding how much time we will go for pranayam and what time is the suitable for that, and what's the food we have to take, whether you can take water during that period or not. That is my question, madam.
Yeah. How much time? It depends on for what purpose you are practicing. If it is for health purpose, then it will be precisely advised accordingly. If it is for spiritual reasons, then the practice would be very long. And then with regard to food, that again depends on from what purpose you are coming for. So accordingly, a diet will be prescribed. So yogic diet will be in three ways it is understood: sattvic, tamasic, and rajasic. Sattvic diet is the diet which has its original component intact. I mean, the vegetable or fruit or anything in nature that is available should retain its taste, flavor, and essence. Rajasic is little more prepared food. Then tamasic is which is the food that is devoid of its entire natural component. So depending on that, the diet will be prescribed to the person. So there is nothing like universal. Yoga is highly individual specific, sir.
Now, madam, as I am a faculty and different stress levels are also there, and also the time period is there. So how much time will go for at least for the pranayama? My question.
You have to approach a doctor, yoga doctor, and then you will be advised accordingly. This cannot be mentioned here. It's not
Okay.
proper also without knowing the whole context.
Okay, thank you. Next speaker, please.
Lakshmi sir, Srivastava Power Patil from Srivastava University, Kalburgi, Karnataka. I wanted to ask a question regarding the admission eligibility of MSc Yoga. In some universities, it is the course admission eligibility is any degree holder. Any degree holder can join the course. I want to ask a question regarding admission eligibility for MSc Yoga department, madam. MSc Yoga, in some universities, the admission eligibility for MSc Yoga is any degree holder can join the MSc Yoga course. But in some universities, it has been mentioned that
Okay. Let me see. Let me request ma'am if she can answer. Otherwise, we'll take up this subject.
Yeah, with regard to yoga, there are many deemed universities which are offering courses, and they have their own admission criteria. I think you have to go with that.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Next speaker, please.
In KT University also we are having that course, madam.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, at NIN we don't have any such MSc yoga course right now. We don't have.
We do have, madam.
Next speaker, please. Next speaker.
Ayurvedic Medical College.
Ashwini Ayurvedic Medical College.
Yes, please. Please ask your question. Please unmute yourself.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to everybody. My question is, I'm teaching students to yoga, and some students they are getting muscle cramps in yoga. Ma'am, it is audible?
Yes.
Students are getting muscle cramps in yoga, and they are not coming for next sessions. It is because of what is the reason behind that? How we can able to reduce the muscle cramps?
Yeah. So whenever you are doing any exercise means you are stretching more than what you are capable of. When you do that, there are certain chemicals that are secreted, particularly lactic acid secretion results in pain. So it will again be absorbed by the tissue in the body, but meanwhile you will have pains. So, but that is temporary, first of all. This we should explain to the practitioner in the beginning itself, because you are activating those muscles which are not at all active all these days. So they will eventually have pains, how much ever care you take. So you better we mention it before. Then second thing is some hot water bath post practices, and 1 or 2 days it will wear off, and the regular practice will not result in any pain whatsoever.
Okay. Thank you. Next, we can take 1 or 2, maximum 2 questions. Please unmute.
हेलो
Yes.
जी, सभी को नमस्कार। मेरा नाम ओम प्रकाश सत्यम हुआ। मेरा ये कहना है मैम कि जो आपने 3 चीजों का जो जिक्र किया है, ये सात्विक तामसिक जो भोजन का जो जिक्र किया है, कि इन तीनों का जो है अगर प्रतिशत जो है बराबर हो, तो क्या हम ओबेसिटी से जो है वो ग्रसित हो सकते हैं क्या?
Absolutely.
मिश्रण अगर बराबर हो, अगर कहा जाए कि
करेक्ट
33% अगर सबका बराबर हो, तो क्या संभव है कि हम ओबेसिटी से ग्रसित हो जाएंगे?
संभव है। आजकल हम ज्यादातर तामसिक आहार लेना ज्यादा हो गया, तो इसलिए ओबेसिटी भी बढ़ गया। and particularly chemical foods are going in and energy dense foods are getting into our system. तो इसलिए obesity बढ़ गया बच्चों में भी.
Okay. जी, thank you.
मैं
Last
आप
question. Last question, Professor Ajay Bhushan. Last question, please unmute.
एक ये इसको अनम्यूट कर दीजिए.
Professor Ajay Bhushan को भी unmute करिएगा. He's
Good
seen.
afternoon, the team. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Myself, Dr. Amravati from Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, Coimbatore.
Okay.
My question is there any health body that is under the control of World Health Organization? Can we expect in future, especially for integrating yoga with any other streams of health?
I did not get, madam. Yoga is already integrated in many ways. And in India, naturopathy, the very degree course is given as BNYS, Bachelor's in Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. So yoga is already integrated. And in many allopathy hospitals also, they have yoga departments. And Ayurveda hospitals and colleges also, they have yoga department in their Svastavruta. So yoga has been integrated by and large. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question was concerning with, is there any specific body that has already formed, especially for this integration part, other than yoga separately and medical system separately? Is there any body which has been already planned or is there?
No, no. I don't think I have understood it better than what I already answered.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Last question.
Thank you.
एक और question last लेंगे. You unmute anyone.
Yeah.
Amravati, I'm from
Please, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please go ahead. Ask the question.
My question is that after getting diploma or PhD degrees or certificate from the yoga, can we get jobs in different countries like Vietnam, like abroad countries?
See, the question of jobs is it's very volatile in the sense that you can start your own, and if you're really good, there is a big market there. And there are many institutions where they are looking for yoga instructors and yoga masters. And in fact, from India, we are unable to supply the trained manpower. So there is a big market. Yeah, even in Vietnam. Yes.
Okay.
All over the world.
Thank you. Now, before we close, I would like to invite and request Honorable Secretary of UGC University Grants Commission. I will request e-governance team to unmute Honorable Secretary UGC, Professor Manish Joshi ji is present here, and I will request Professor Manish ji to propose vote of thanks for Dr. Satya Lakshmi ji and the participants in today's this Chetna lecture series.
Namaste. It's we know one proverb, which generally Sanskrit word, which says yoga karma kaushalam. So the orator and the speaker, invited speaker, has shown her kaushal in delivering the talk. So that's a very nice talk that we are able to listen, and various aspects of yoga are also being covered, and the popularity can also be seen that as the yoga day is approaching, almost more than up to 900 people joined here, and everyone wanted to ask questions. The chat box is full with questions. So very good, and I think the awareness among the people and the advantages that everyone is getting through it are visible and everyone can feel those things. So all these Panchamaya Kosh and everything which was elaborated over here by Dr. K. Satya Lakshmi, Director NI in Pune, was very well received. And I think I must thank you, Madam, for having for taking time for this Chetna lecture series and delivering a talk that will be really helpful. And as as Honorable Vice Chairman sir already mentioned, that it will be put on our social media platform also. So many people, many academicians can look at it, can read it, and can have advantage of this particular talk in future also. I will also take this particular opportunity. Like I was wondering, like generally the advantages are 1, 2, 3 list we can have, but Madam have 2 different slides and full slides with those many advantages of the having yoga. So that's really wonderful. I will request all colleges who are colleges or university people who have joined here to register themselves on the Ayush Ministry portal and conduct the yoga event on 21st, because it's a big program target. We have targeted 1 lakh places where this yoga sangam will happen, and therefore we need to cross it. Always we need to cross whatever we plan. So it will be the contribution of all is required. So obviously that is one more request on this particular occasion. Thank you, Madam, once again. Thank you, Visim sir, and all my team for organizing such a good program. And thank you all for joining the event. Thank you all.
All right. So 21 जून 2025 को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस की अनेक शुभकामनाओं के साथ में आज चेतना लेक्चर सीरीज को हम यहीं पर विराम देंगे और आशा करेंगे कि हम योग तक पहुंच पाएंगे और योग हम तक पहुंच पाएगा। इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ में सभी को धन्यवाद देते हुए आज इस कार्यक्रम की समाप्ति की मैं घोषणा करता हूं। धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।
Namaskar. Thank you.